Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Uh, notice you dyed your hair. Still look like
Yeah,
Remedy though.
I know. I just don't. I've gone with disguises, Nino. Like
Hmm.
after every single disguise I try to put on,
We should get
just
her to
being
link
seen
up with
through, I just
Corolla.
don't care anymore. I'm
Corolla had a
gonna go back to purple
fire
hair tomorrow.
outfit.
Fuck it.
Hmm.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen you not in a suit or your normal jacket.
Yeah, I switch it up every so often, but
You
lately
know,
I've been trying to relax, especially today. You know what I mean?
good
So
as you should, because you don't do that enough.
I'll take a look at it in a sec, Trunk. Thomas.
Okay, I won't take up too much of your time.
Hmm.
But when we were on that island, you told me that you used to
Exactly,
oversee
Wicked.
one of the AR market thingies. I know who has the other one, and that's who I currently use, but I would like to be put in contact with whoever took over your
Bro.
business so that I have two options instead of one.
Okay.
So my
Uh
ask is if you could get that person to call me, I would appreciate it.
So I've already, sent the birdie out,
Mhm.
so it's really up to them at this stage.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, I think that's what I was like trying to allude to, at least on the
Hmm.
phone. But
That's fair.
yeah,
It's my bad.
there. No, that's all right. I think I've pretty much it was like that call, and then it's like, you know, no contact.
Yeah.
'Cause, you have to
Yeah.
understand, it was a very it's something I want to stay away from for a lot of
I understand.
reasons. But
No, trust me. Out of everybody in this city, I understand
mm,
because
well,
I'm being charged with weapons manufacturing when I didn't even actually manufacture a single weapon. So I get it. I understand.
yeah.
Okay,
How's
that works for me.
how are things though? Like at a high level when it comes to that stuff, has it been going good, bad? Is it still misery?
So at least one of the AR dealers is good. The one that I deal with is pretty fast.
Mm.
The other one, I don't know. I haven't spoken to them. I haven't dealt with them at all.
Are you dealing
Uh,
with like who you dealing with? Do you mind me asking?
Apple.
Is it still dry? Like I remember that's the last
So
conversation we had.
magazines are still awful. It's rough.
Oh,
If you're a major gang at war, you can get magazines. If you're not, it is nearly impossible. Like I've been waiting 3 weeks, and I've asked
Jesus.
5 different people. So
Uh, mm,
magazine ammo's fine. Ammo, I think on both sides. Like I don't know, like so Chaos Legion had the other ammo blueprint, and they're doing okay with it. I guess I heard they were really slow. But now I'm pretty sure Misha still has it, even though he's no longer Chaos Legion. So I haven't, like, obviously I don't need to go to anyone for ammo. So I don't really know how that is. But from what I've been told, ammo's great. Magazines slow as fuck. SMGs are new.
yeah.
Uh, and 3POS is doing their best, but it feels sluggish.
Wait, people know it's three paws?
Shotguns are finally rolling out again.
Mm. Well, that's a good thing, especially the latter.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. The magazines are the main issue though, because like what good is a
Magazines are an issue?
yeah, yeah they are yeah
That's shocking, to be honest.
yeah no it is because I mean well so Besties obviously has one side of it, and then the Lumber Co for whatever reason has the other side of it.
Yeah. Um.
Also, by the way, I'm not sure it's important to you or if it matters, but the Lumber Co had access to the prison warehouse. and they went in and took all of their blueprints.
That is, from my understanding, a bit inaccurate.
Okay.
I think they took that whole thing's a shit show. It's
Mhm.
I would best describe it as like a relationship gone really bad.
Yeah, so how it was explained to me originally was that it was originally a Lumberco thing, and then they broke off and the prison decided to go on their own because Lumberco was fucking them over, and they're like, we don't want to deal with you anymore. We're going to do our own thing.
Mm.
And they had like basically made a bunch of stuff in order to get the good blueprints, like for the main storages and
No,
stuff.
Nino is making a
And they had worked really hard to
separation
do that,
of
and
don't
then
call me about
Lumberco just went in
guns.
and took
That's what's
everything.
actually happening. That's his angle, I think.
So I don't
Interesting.
know. Hmm.
Knowing the history, like I think
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
went
yeah.
sideways with Gary effectively being removed by the old god for God knows what reason. Maybe there was good reason or not, but it seemed bad, at least based on what's publicly known.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah, no, that's fair.
but holy fuck. You interested in hearing what I know about it?
Of course.
Gary wanted to see the lifers have more reason and purpose, and he brought a lot. And then
Uh-huh.
include with the building coming into play, he made a deal with the lumber co. And they really liked it too, where they would sell the furniture and the prisoners would make the furniture, right? Everyone
Uh-huh.
wins. Gary steps down. The OC's been in a really shitty spot at that point. I know they're lazy.
Uh-huh.
For better or worse, right? I don't mean that in a fuck those people kind of way. It's just they're not up to par, right? There's other external things that make me come to that conclusion. Like they're not getting paid enough, but like they're not taking the steps needed to get paid while they're not
Right.
while they have no one paying for them. So, the allegedly, and I know this because I do purchase from the lumber co, like for parts or for like furniture and this and that. Is their orders were amassing and the prisoners weren't making any of it. So the lumber co is getting blasted with like, yo, where's this? Where's this? Where's this? And they're not getting it. So Tali goes and gets some number of blueprints that they needed, right? While leaving 95% of it still there, right? In order to fulfill orders from people that have been waiting God knows how long. And you know how it is, right? There's barely anybody. There's like them at this time, and the only other option in the morning is the one run by Eliana Ali and Jordan
Uh-huh.
Walker.
Right.
So immediately, without context, apparently Seamus starts blasting a bunch of stuff on Twitter, hyperbolizing what actually took place, thus resulting in like a petty off. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So now,
So I put in an order with the Lumberco.
hmm,
And after a week, I was kind of like, it was 100K. So after a week, I was kind of like, yo, what's going on with my order? And it was like, he's like, oh, it'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. Like 4 or 5 days in a row past this, like, the 7 day.
hmm,
I'm like, okay. So then I talked to Fly Roan, right, from the
hmm.
DOC. And I was like, do you guys still do orders? Because I'm thinking about just going through somebody else because, Lumberco is not doing my order. And he told me that they had received no orders from the Lumberco at all.
I don't know. Yeah. Like I
You know?
said, it sounds like a petty off, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
instead of
For
them
sure.
resolving something, it just went to 10 all of a sudden. I imagine both sides have their truths, but, at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I fuck with Tali. Wyatt, he's can be an odd case often. He's
Yeah.
But
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
really, you like Wyatt? You think he's a good
Nah,
guy?
I have no opinion on Wyatt, but the other person.
Oh, Tali.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. Look, her and we've had a roller coaster relationship, but knowing I'm aware of I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, that's fair. I just wasn't sure what was going on there.
yeah.
I know Flyron left the DOC, so
Wait, when?
a couple days ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
that
done
whole
with it.
thing's a fucking shit show. Fucking, I don't know what the fuck happened to Princess, but she's not
Yeah, I don't
helping
know.
the situation.
Well, I mean, they like haven't been paid in a long time.
Huh?
Yeah, like they
Yeah,
were supposed to get like a raise, and then they never did, and then she was
they
supposed to take care of it, and then she never did, and
the warden.
mm-mm.
Wait, is that a yes?
No, it was like Princess told them that she doesn't have money in the budget for them.
Where were they supposed to? I'm like, this is some new shit. Hold on,
Honestly,
give me a
you'd have to
sec.
talk to Flyron because it's all just secondhand information, you know.
Yeah, but their sliders are at are at 625.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Okay, but the thing is, I literally have been telling Princess for 2 weeks. We just talked about it today. Is that me and the DOJ will pay them.
Yeah.
And you know what that conversation turned into immediately? She somehow flipped it from the DOC to about her again, which is why it
Of course
never
she
goes
did.
forward.
Which
I
is
don't know
why I
what
was
fuck.
against her being mayor in the first place.
I really wish Marty.
Had been around.
Yeah, he easily could have won. 50 votes is nothing. Fucking
Yeah.
Eugene lost to her by a vote. Marty
One vote.
literally
Yeah.
just needed to be here for more than fucking 3 hours for half the time.
Mhm. Or we just needed somebody that would be more committed than Marty Banks.
I don't know if there's many committed people left, I'm going to be honest.
I understand.
It's just kind of
I
shitty.
mean, I used to be one of the most committed people to the city, and even now I'm like, I don't know anymore. It is what it is, huh?
Mm. Um, why the need for an alternative? Out of curiosity.
I just like to have it, you know how gangs be sometimes.
Wait,
It's always
who
good to
you
have
affiliated with right now?
Exodus.
Ah, gotcha.
You know, I went a year and a half or a year without being in a gang, and I told myself that if I was going to ever join something, it would be something that I could help build.
Hmm, understandable.
Mhm. You know how gangs be sometimes, so it's just better to have an alternative if there is one, you know. Plus,
Yeah.
sometimes stock isn't, where it needs to be, and depending on supply and demand, it's always good to have options.
Yeah, that is true. Well, shit. How much are those things going for nowadays?
It depends. 50s or heavies are 50, and there's a couple other that are in that range. I don't remember offhand because heavy is really the only one worth using right now, unfortunately.
Wait, not the bullpups? I thought that was
And
the
then
shit on the street.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
all of the Mark IIs, like the bullpups, the tac rifles, they're all 90.
90,000?
Yeah.
Gotcha. For you or like to people on the street?
Uh, that's the general price most people pay, like gangs
Yeah.
and stuff. If you're getting it
90,000?
from a middleman, the bullpups are 110, which is just way too expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're trying to make 30 extra K, but they are.
As someone that was in the know, the decision is made above everyone.
Oh yeah, I know.
But no one
Well,
pokes at the big guy. They think it's everyone else trying to
I've
make a
tried.
dollar.
I had that conversation, but they were gonna.
Above.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think a lot of rumors that tend to go around is to try to justify idiotic. I'm not saying you specifically.
I
Those that should know better, you know why. They just, you know,
yeah.
need a reason to be upset.
Well, I mean, I would talk to that person if given the opportunity, but you know,
Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused.
I mean, I will talk to whoever about gun prices, the market currently. I feel like just it's not known how
No,
bad it
no.
is sometimes.
I mean, like, even the faceless have bosses. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I understand.
Yeah. You know. Um, 90 for a ball pup or 110?
It's 90 from a direct supplier, 110 from a middleman. So like a
What
third
is that?
party.
Wait, what does that mean?
That means that they pay 90 from like let's say it's Apple, right? So they pay 90 from Apple and then they
So Apple's
recharge
paying 90 and
110.
you're paying 110?
In theory, I don't, but yes. So like I don't know what Apple pays.
Oh my God.
I just know that it's 90 from a direct source
So you're
and
getting it
then
for 90?
yes, I am getting them for 90.
Oh my God. Oh
But
my
there are other
God.
people in the city that are charging 110, which means it makes me believe that they purchased for 90 and they're trying to resell at 110, which is a 30K profit, which is insane. Or I guess a 20K profit.
Hmm. Understandable.
And then shotguns are 40 roughly.
We're going to
Some
pull a
variants
Bruce
there
Baylor.
between 30,
I'm about to sell everything for
35 and
50K or
40.
less.
And then SMGs are around that price as well, 40-ish. But there's no reason to use an SMG right now because you don't have the range of a rifle.
That's
And
crazy.
no, listen, you
That
don't have
is
the range of
crazy.
a rifle, and you don't, and the magazines for an SMG is like it's 12 shots. So why would you like just if you think about it in terms of war, if you are in an open conflict,
Oh, trust me. I'm very well aware.
so like
Many a reason why I'm not involved no more.
mhm. And the only benefit to an SMG, and there's only a couple of them, is that you can use them in a vehicle.
So that's interesting.
And they're cheaper, but
I'm surprised by the price points you're telling me about.
mm,
Yeah. Very surprised, actually.
why?
I can't get into it, unfortunately.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. I respect it.
Yeah. Could you give me a price list?
Yes.
Okay. It's got to be as accurate as possible what you're getting it for.
Okay.
That might. This would need to be a you and me thing. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? And do you know off the top of your head, or like?
Yeah, roughly. Well,
Okay.
so like, hold on. Okay, so for rifles, and this is only from one supplier because I don't have contact with the other. Um, so like AK-12s, the bullpup, or so AK-12s and special carbines were 65. Heavies are 50. Bullpups AK-47s, advanced and compact rifles are 85.
Advance and what?
Compact. And then I've got Bullpup Mark IIs and AK Mark IIs at 95. I could have sworn I was paying 90, but it could be 95. It's just a list that I've written down. And
Okay.
then military and tac rifles are 100K. And they're not really being offered right now. Although the military rifle is absolute dog shit, and you might as well just bring a deagle.
What the fuck is that?
The
Makes sense.
recoil on it is insane.
Oh my fucking god. Are you fucking... I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
And then shotguns, I've only bought sweepers and they're 40. I've heard all of the other shotguns are about that price, 35 or 40.
I'm bombing Blue Man.
And then SMGs are around the same. SMGs aren't readily available right now unless you're
SMGs and shotguns are about the same?
yeah, about 40K.
Okay. I'll tell you this is unless something's changed, these are like very fucking insane.
Like
This is
high?
not what I was expecting. These are cooked.
They went up recently. They did go up recently.
I'm pretty sure they went up around the time you and I spoke.
Mhm.
And I say
Yeah.
that in that I was like dusting my hands like
Exactly,
2 weeks prior. So that would have been when we met and then way before that. So, yeah. I for what it's worth, there was a lot of conversation around, you know, there was a lot of talk about, well, a whole lot of things, but, the impression I always got was the Navy, the U.S. military or whatever, was noticing that there was way too much shit on the streets.
Yeah.
And my understanding was that things were rocking up based on the supply going down.
Yes. No, I was told that by the faceless that the supply is going to be going down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was one of those attempts. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I gotta get going, Remedy.
Okay.
Like I said, you know, just because you didn't get a call already doesn't mean you won't, you know.
Okay,
But,
that's fair. Did you want the magazine and ammo prices as well, or?
yeah, sure, why not?
Pretty much everything ammo-wise is 100. Flechette is 300. And then magazines for class 2s.
What do you mean $100? $100?
100 per, yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
And then magazines were 6K. Now they're 6.5K and 7.5K from some people for class 2 magazines.
Makes sense. All right.
Mhm.
I gotta get going. I
Okay.
just realized I gotta make a call before.
Yep.
All right. You stay safe, Remedy. And, you know, hopefully they give you a ring.
Okay. Thanks, Nino.
Are you fucking serious? Sitting over here with my fucking dick in my fucking hand, telling people the worst thing. It's like I gotta advocate lies to people.